other stuff.
Yeah, I know.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing? Common Sense Podcast episode.
Welcome to season 2, episode 2 of the Common Sense Podcast. That's right.
You want us to sit down at least? I don't want you to just stand there and then be like.
G can do what he wants. Hey, bro, it's his house.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, you're free to do whatever you want. I don't want to be like, be quiet. But,
Live from the homie G's house, man. It's an amazing time. We're actually getting ready for a Pass the Aux interview right now. For all of y'all who don't know, I guess I'm plugging myself right now.
Yeah. What's our product of the day?
Oh, for our product of the day, we have Pass the Aux. If you thank you for that.
Yeah.
Oh, we're so disheveled right now.
Yeah.
How are you doing today, Adrian?
Doing okay. I mean, it's a great day. I mean, we've had this day booked out for like a whole month or two already.
I've been excited for it. I've been super excited for it, man.
And it's fun. It's fun to have a date booked out like that for so long because then I get to tell people no, because people are trying to plan stuff like a week in advance, or the day a couple days before. And I'm like, bro.
That's my family's. That's how a lot of my family works, bro. It's like, oh, you want to do this tomorrow? It's like, no.
I've had this day booked for a whole month now, and then you want to tell me you have something planned tomorrow? No.
Yeah, bro, and it's like birthday parties and stuff. It can feel crazy because people will be like, oh, I really want you there. It's like,
I know.
yeah.
You feel bad because it's like you do want to be there, but it's also like I've had this plan for a while now. I can't just bail, reschedule everything, so. That's what happens. But how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing so good, man. I'm excited. Big shout out to the homie G in the background. As you see, we're in a brand new location, and if you didn't know, I'm a giant music lover. I met the homie G at Mount San Antonio College for the OGs out there watching. And yeah, this man was like, "Oh, I just put all my vinyl up. I got a record player." So all this behind me is like, I'm giddy just to be in front of it right now.
It's really cool, yeah.
It's such a beautiful place. G already had a beautiful place. He has these trinkets. He has his mother's Native American tapestry. And you could laugh, G. Don't even trip, bro. You could talk. You could do all that.
I'll put this down.
But yeah, it's such a great day. Yeah, having this planned, I've been looking forward to this. I told my job, I ain't coming in today. They tried to schedule me today too, and I let them know yesterday, hey, if you schedule me for Saturday, I definitely won't be there. So they hooked it up. You got to press your job a little,
Yeah.
You got to tell them I'm the boss.
I used to be super scared about asking for days off. It to the detriment of my relationships, to be honest. To be vulnerable here.
You're going to piss somebody off. That's the thing. You're going to get somebody angry, and I'd rather have my job mad at me than anybody close to me.
I did not want my job mad at me. It was my first.
Right. That's how most people think.
I'm sorry. It was my first job. I was in high school, and I had a girlfriend at the time.
Okay. Oh.
And I was very afraid of asking for days off because I don't want him to be mad at me. I don't want him to think I'm taking advantage or anything like that. And then my girlfriend would be like, hey, I need you to be here for this. I'm like, but I already asked for a day off a week ago. And I feel terrible. I feel terrible about it. I wish I could have been more, been more courageous about that.
Yeah, and it's who would you rather have mad at you? Your boss who's going to be over it as soon as you come in for a month straight? Or your girlfriend who will hold that against you for the rest of your life?
Yeah.
And will literally one day, if you're still with her in 5 years, you can be like, remember that time you bailed on me for your job? And now it's okay, well. So
I don't want to do that anymore. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't want to have that kind of job.
It's a learning curve, man. Yeah. It's a learning curve. But that's the little bit of common sense for y'all. If you're going to have somebody angry at you, choose your mother over your job. Choose your friends over your job. Don't
pick your battles.
Pick your and pick wisely, because your job will be content with you if you make them money. Just go back, make them a lot of money. They're going to be completely fine with you.
Well, I mean, unless they fire you, because that's also the thing.
They can try it. But you know what's going to happen when they fire you and they can't replace you?
True. They couldn't replace me over there. I was good.
This has always been the benefit I've had wherever I work. I'm not the best employee. I don't usually... somebody's going to look at it and be like, oh, what? You said on your podcast you were not the best employee.
He's the best employee.
I'm the greatest employee, actually. But they're going to... Your job is going to see you as irreplaceable once they... Everywhere I've gone, they've seen me as irreplaceable, man. And... As soon as I leave, I walk back in there, and they're hoping I ask to come back. It's like, nah, Whether it's a pizza parlor, whether it's been working for the government, whatever. Like your job's always they can't replace you as quick as they think. It costs so much money to fire somebody, and it costs so much money to train other people up. So many dead hours and wasted hours. So don't be scared to get your job mad at you. Just make them money. Just be great at what you do.
That's cool. We tied it into common sense. I wasn't even going there, but I'm glad that we tied it into common sense. You know what I mean? That's great. I'm glad.
Segue master, bro.
Yes.
I learned from you last week. The last episode, you were on fire with the segue,
Yeah.
so I gotta step my segue game up. But segue. Our product of the day is a little selfish plug here. Pass the aux. If you know any independent artists, if you know any artists that you would want their music reviewed, you think this album should be talked about, you think this song should be played on the radio, you think you have a favorite artist who's not getting enough exposure, please follow Pass the Aux on Instagram, follow us on YouTube, follow us on TikTok, and we'll communicate with us. Leave it in the comments who you think we should cover. Go ahead and follow us on IG. That's the best way to really get a hold of us. And you can see all the music we've been listening to on Pass the Aux. My awesome friend Adrian right here has been our director, the man in the back making it work. And a lot of great artists have already loved this man's work. So if you're a solo artist, if you're an independent artist, come on to Pass the Aux. We have love for you today. So that's the product of the day. PTA. Tap in.
Awesome.
So yeah, I would say for today, let's talk about that Jake Paul fight.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that too, dude.
Let's get into a little bit of that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight.
No messing around, no waffling. Let's get straight into.
I think it's so interesting how the world got so excited for a 58-year-old man to box so much.
I mean, I wasn't even. I like I told you, I didn't even know the fight was happening until like someone told me about it the day of.
It's wild that like I never wanted to see my grandpa get into a fight, you know? Like, of all the worst things I could think of, it's an elderly people getting beaten down. Like that's not fun. But everybody wanted to see it. At least Mike Tyson got paid millions for it, you know? And it's wild that they were on Netflix, bro. Like Netflix hosting that event and not doing a good job of it.
They're
Netflix.
dominating that space. Like Disney Plus, whatever other like platforms there are, they're not succeeding the way that Netflix is succeeding right now.
Yeah, they're trash.
So, but Netflix doing that, boom, that's a step up. I want to see the stock price actually. I want to. Maybe I'll invest. You know, we'll see.
Yeah, I think Netflix, even though they crashed a lot, I think they were smart to host a boxing event. Because the UFC is the UFC is done with their contract with ESPN next year, and ESPN's been terrible, as you said. Disney Plus, they've been horrible. There's like no reason to really purchase it. Like there's for UFC fans, we don't get anything for Disney Plus, you know. So it's like ESPN Plus is whack. It's just there's nothing new you get. So I would say Netflix, please get the UFC with you. That would be such a beautiful idea, and then pay me because I gave you the idea. So that'd be so dope. But to Jake Paul, this is usually a podcast of love. I don't like to hate on people, even though Kathleen Kennedy got it from me and Nick. Even though Disney Plus sucks. Jake Paul, you should have knocked out that grandpa. I'm sorry, there was too many chances for you to knock that old man out. And
okay, isn't that just like bad PR though? Because like, okay, if we knew he was gonna win,
why are you fighting an old man if you're worried about PR?
True.
I don't think Jake Paul's worried about PR.
maybe like he just had mercy. He had mercy on him. You know what I mean? Like
I guess you had in the boxing ring there is no mercy. If Mike Tyson was 27,
but apparently
he wouldn't have showed Jake Paul mercy.
Wasn't he like crumbling though? Like by like round 3 or something like that. Round two. Mike was
second
like
round. His feet were already gone.
Yeah. So I mean, I guess he's being Jake in that position. I mean, still beat up, you know, still trying to win, but it's also like, it's also just like, you see, he's like already like on his last legs, literally, right? You know,
and that's what was sad to me, that I never wanted to see Mike Tyson in a boxing ring unable to box. Like that's not. This man is literally one of the greatest men to ever lace up gloves, you know? So like, it's a travesty to see like a circus made of one of the greatest fighters of all time. And that's the sentimentality of it. But you know, like why Why do you want to see Grandpa get knocked out? That's just my biggest thing that I have to come back to. Like, Mike Tyson's the guy who's nice now. He's the guy who tells jokes now. He's the guy who he's a podcaster now. Like,
Yeah.
why do you want podcasters to fight so bad? Like, why is everybody interested?
I think it was a pride thing because it wasn't like Jake's like, oh, I'm gonna beat this guy, and then like Mike was like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna literally kill you.
And that's why I was saying to Jake is like, Jake, that's such a clown show to not knock him out. He keeps claiming he's a boxer. It's such a clown show to go in there and go 8 rounds with a grandpa. It's just there's no way to get around it. He had nothing to win. He had everything to lose. And in not knocking out Mike Tyson, I think he lost a lot as far as his peers in the boxing realm.
What does he gain by knocking him out though?
That highlight would be everywhere.
True, I guess.
If he doesn't care about bad publicity, that was the bad. He would become the villain, and people would be lining up to go fight this fool. He would have got Canelo, maybe. He would have got a boxer who was angry at him knocking out Mike Tyson.
Is he still not
to
getting
want
that,
to go
though?
fight
Aren't people like still want to fight him though? But because like he still won against Mike Tyson. You know what I mean?
But he won against Grandpa Mike Tyson.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
I think that's the issue is if in boxing, there's no mercy. If Canelo goes in there with Jake Paul, it's no mercy. That's why Jake Paul showing like mercy to Mike Tyson and going 8 rounds, it makes the fight unsatisfying because now people have to watch you guys dancing. And Mike Tyson looks like he can't dance right now. Like he looked tired, exhausted. So the best thing to do is to end it so that he can go home and rest. You know, the best thing to do is end it so you can have now it's not just I beat Mike Tyson, which cool, but it's I knocked out Mike Tyson, which still sounds like a clown show because you're fighting an old man. But at least there you're going to get the most bang for your buck. Yeah. Everybody's going to come back and watch. Everybody's going to be like, he's the villain. He's been trying to paint himself as a villain. He would have been the villain by knocking out Mike Tyson. That's what you lose by having mercy on him.
Do you think he is trying to paint himself as the villain?
I think him and Logan play the villain really well.
Well, don't bring Logan in. That's different.
Well, no, WWE, you know, I think
I
this event was very WWE like in a sense, you know, like it was kind of, you know, like looks real, but it's not really real. Like,
I don't know, man. I don't think it was staged. Well, you were talking about how it was a charity match, right? You know, they wanted the rounds to go out as long as possible. I don't know, man. I can't say. I'm not an expert.
I'm not saying rigged or nothing, because it's not rigged. Because I think Mike Tyson tried everything in his power to take that fool's head off.
Mm-hmm.
I really think he tried. Like,
it was scary. I was watching that first round though. Was scary.
I would have been slept if that was me in there against Mike Tyson in the first round. I'm done because that fool was swinging so crazy. I was like, oh my gosh! Like,
he was walking around like a boss, like when you're playing the first Super Mario 64.
Yeah.
Like you're like Jake Paul was like Mario walking around like this slow Bowser, like kind of like walking. That was Mike Tyson. That's what I saw. I'm watching
in that first round. I was so scared for Jake Paul because I saw the fear in his eyes. Like, it's normal. It's Mike Tyson, and I think that's what everybody was happy to see. So that was cool for like the first. I think if they show the highlights of the first round, the fight. They got everything they needed. Mike Tyson gets a tip of the hat, sir, for going in there with all that courage. There's no retired boxers who'll dare do what he did. Step in there with somebody half their age who's in their prime. No boxers will step up to do that. And so shout out to Mike Tyson. He's the man. Mike Tyson wins. Even though he lost, he wins. Because no 58-year-old is going 8 rounds with a 27-year-old.
That's fair.
It's just not happening.
That's fair.
So, you know, Jake, start actually fighting people, man. Like, just put them to sleep. Like, that's going to be what's going to get people to really watch the fights. This fight made people not want to watch anymore. My brother's like, I don't care. And my brother was eating up all these fights and everything and Nate Diaz and blah, blah, blah. But I was tired of the Nate Diaz fight. This fight, I expected to go the way it went. And it went how I thought it was going to go. You know, once I knew it was a charity match, I was like, yeah, this is going 8 rounds. I already knew it.
That's fair. That's fair because I don't. Okay, so the biggest thing for me is I don't like it when people paint Jake Paul as like the problem child because they said it a lot. They said it a lot during the actual event, like the problem child. He's coming out in the ring, and then like I haven't seen an interview from Jake Paul or anything. I don't know his real backstory, but like he's been like the problem child for like his entire life basically. That has to be like some sort of like mental toll on you. You know what I mean? Like,
And I don't think Jake of the two, right? Him and his brother.
Mhm.
I feel like Jake actually wants to be a legit athlete. Like he's really put time in the gym to be legit. So I give him credit for that.
but my question is why hasn't he fought like an actual dude? Like,
He's not good enough.
does he know?
I think he knows. That's why he's fighting a 58-year-old man. He knows he's not good enough. But that he's Canelo, one fight with Canelo makes like 80 million to 100 million dollars on a fight. So this is what he's doing. He's making money. But I think it gets scary once you start challenging real killers like Canelo Alvarez. Mike Tyson was scary for that first round. Like
Yeah.
you could see it in Jake Paul's eyes. He was like, "Oh my gosh, like what did I do?"
Yeah.
And if Mike could have had that same energy in the second, third, fourth round, he would have knocked him out because it was scary. Like Mike Tyson looked scary, but like you just got to out jog the old people. You
Yeah.
know? Like they don't got the cardio for that. They don't got the
Yeah.
ability to.
It was the legs.
The legs went. So I think Jake Paul, he tried to call out Canelo, but I understand why you're scared. Canelo once hit a guy in the arm so hard, his bicep went to the back of his arm.
Oh.
He blocked the punch from Canelo, and his bicep ended up so bad. So that would be Jake Paul's face.
Yeah.
So it's I'd rather not see him get killed like
But
that.
imagine the day when Jake Paul actually fights an actual dude and he wins.
Yes, he should pick opponents who are like less names but skilled. He should be the type of guy who's
Like start easy and then go. Oh,
yes,
okay, that
yes.
makes
Don't go straight to Canelo. You're dumb. Like you'll
Yeah,
die. Like
okay.
Canelo will hurt you. So I think he should fight. He should give fighters his age. There were some Mexican dudes in there who are two smaller guys than Jake Paul, but Jake Paul should fight one of them because now they're known. So he can actually, once he starts fighting real fighters, I think what you're talking about with the respect, more respect will be put on his name if he just laces up with real fighters. He fought Tyson Fury is one of the greatest heavyweights of all time. He fought one of the greatest heavyweights of all time's little brother, Tommy Fury,
Mhm.
and Tommy Fury worked him. Tommy Fury beat him down.
Wow.
And Tommy Fury's not that great of a boxer, but Tommy Fury dominated him. And so that already shows you what's going to happen if he goes against somebody who is like really skilled with boxing, a champion. He is not champion caliber right now, but you'll never know if you're champion caliber until you lace it up with a championship boxer. So I don't want to see him get hurt, but yeah, the time is now for him to fight fighters his age.
Okay, I have a question. Me versus Nick. We get 5 months of prep time.
Man, Nick is strong.
Yeah. He's older than me,
Nick-
so he has that.
He is older than you also.
And he used to be a runner, which might help.
Yes. So Nick is like a very strong dude, and he just doesn't know his own strength. That's
Mhm.
honestly Nick's biggest issue is he doesn't know how strong he is.
Mhm.
And it's because he's like runner body, and runners don't lift, runners don't fight, runners don't really
They
work
run,
their
you know?
muscle like that. But when I was with him in the gym and we were getting it and we were lifting weights, and he got too strong. I tried to toss him in the pool one time. I couldn't lift the dude. He was too strong. And then his cardio's so good, like I get tired, and he's just. So I'm choosing Nick.
Just Nick, okay.
5 months of prep is not enough for you, bro. You would need
It's fair
like a year.
I would need probably like a year.
Because Nick wouldn't. If Nick got 5 months, Nick would be.
If
Out
I
of
were
the
to
question.
if I were to be in like an actual boxing ring, if I knew I was gonna be in one, I would drop everything and like train. I would legit just drop everything in my
Have
life.
you ever been hit in the face? Just fine. But no, that's a real question. Have you been hit in the face?
I don't want to say no, but I don't know if I.
Oh, you would know. There's no way to guess it. If you
No,
got
but
hit in the face, you would know.
Okay, so I have one kind of ish. Maybe it's the reason why my nose. See my nose?
Yeah.
It's a little crooked. Yeah, so it was
You've been hit.
no. Let me explain now. It was in middle school. It was in middle school, right? I stole this guy's lunch money. I'm just kidding. No, I didn't.
Oh,
No.
That's gonna get you in the
This
face.
this kid was like, "Oh, let me do something real quick. And then I'm gonna like pretend to punch you, but like in the face, right? Like the fist is gonna go like right here, like right here, like not touching me at all. me thinking I'm smart and funny, I'll try to get him in trouble for punching me in the face. I move forward, and then, boom.
Oh.
That's what I kind of. I wasn't in danger. I didn't even notice. I didn't even know that my nose was like dented until
Yeah.
like later, like until I was
So
looking at her.
that's how you know whether you should box or not. If some people have sensitive noses. My nose is super sensitive.
Mhm.
And I know that if I get punched in it, it's bleeding.
Mhm.
For sure. It's
Does-
not even a question. It's
Doesn't
gonna
all
leak.
don't all nosebleeds?
No. Some people got sturdier faces.
Okay.
If some people got bigger necks. You always hear it with boxers. They're like, oh, he has a thick neck. It's
Ah.
because a thick neck allows you to get your whole face knocked in, but then you'll just bounce back
Yeah.
because of their stability. Some people have more scar tissue. They've been hit so many times that if you tap it, their face will burst.
Wow.
You know, so like everybody's facial structure goes a long way towards you being a professional boxer or even stepping in. Like I have three nephews who are like handsome dudes. I would never let those fools box. Like, why do you want to go mess up your face? Like, no,
Yeah.
go play sports, go play soccer, go play baseball. You know, like, why are you gonna mess up your face? But for some people, it's like, oh, you're ugly, you might as well box. You know, like, go ahead, bro, just throw on the gloves. They might be great at it, you know. And for bigger people, they have a better shot. For skin, you're not too skinny anymore. You were skinnier when I met you, but you're starting to get your man muscle, you know? So
No, it's not muscle, bro. It's not muscle.
it is, bro. It is muscle. It happens every time. It happened to me when I was 14. I can do
I can do a little bit of that.
my pec dance,
I
my
don't know
boob
if I do it
dance.
right now.
You know, if you lift, you can do the boob dance. The Terry Crews. But it's the man muscle will change the way you were, you know. So maybe as a teenager, you definitely shouldn't have boxed. But who knows how you're gonna look next year? You might be a little.
I am so afraid of looking like my dad. I don't want to look like my dad at
But
all.
your dad does hard labor, right?
I do it now. I work with my dad, so
Oh.
yeah, hard labor.
This is why he's getting all yoked and stuff, because he's going hard building houses.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, you're gonna love it, bro. Watch, he's gonna be all muscular one day. He's gonna be like, how'd that happen? It's gonna be great, bro. You're gonna love it. But yeah, don't box, bro. You don't need a box. If
be
you've
funny,
never
though.
boxed before, try it. You can try it, but you'll find out very quick. Getting punched in the face
Yeah.
is not a fun ordeal.
Yeah.
It's better to watch people get punched in the face than
Yeah.
to get punched in the face.
I went to a boxing event actually one time. It was like a creator event. It was like chess boxing.
Oh,
Have you seen that?
boxing. Yes.
They play a round of chess and then they play a round
Yeah.
of boxing, and it was so cool. It was who Ludwig is. Ludwig?
No.
No, he's a YouTuber.
Okay.
So no, but okay. He does like events, right? So he did a chess boxing event, and I went to that, and I bought like the VIP ticket. It's like you get access to like the VIP lounge, which is really cool. I was excited for that. So I go. It's in LA, and I'm driving there. I end up like an hour late to the event, and I'm
You
like,
weren't that excited.
what?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, hey, whoa, wait, what? I was excited. I just LA, all this traffic.
Traffic sucks.
Dude, I saw like a car like drive off the. Like, I was like in like on an on ramp or an off ramp. I don't know what it was, but ahead of me in the line it was we were at a stop, and I saw a car drive off the on ramp to like on the dirt and then onto another highway.
That man wanted to go wherever he was going. you see?
It was funny, but okay, so
You saying?
I bought the VIP ticket, and then I got there like an hour late, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll find my seat. It was like right next to the ring too. Like I could see the private section where all the streamers were, all the YouTubers were. I was like, oh, that was cool.
That is so tight.
That was cool. And then but then I asked the guy next to me. I was like, hey, where's like the VIP lounge? I want to check that out. He said, ooh, it ended like it was before the event.
That is bull.
And then
Nah.
so I was like, oh, dude, and I can't say the price, but it was damn. And then-
That set whoever was that event coordinator, you're whack. No, that's not right.
And then
That's not right.
And then after the event, I was watching the YouTuber again. Like he was like talking about it afterwards. I was like, yeah, so I got the VIP tickets. No, he was the event coordinator, so he had access to the VIP lounge. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go say hi to the guys in the VIP lounge. So I could have met the guy too if I just showed up a little bit earlier and I read the rules, probably a little bit better. It was that was
Dang.
the first of 2 times I could have met the guy, and like just something
They could have
happened.
just let you sit by the YouTuber. It's not that hard. Just here's
no.
a chair.
I'm-
Here's a chair.
I agree.
You're a YouTuber.
Not like them. I got like 2 people. Two
That's
subscribers.
cool. That's fine.
That's not the same
You guys
thing.
are all there watching a boxing fight. It's not.
No, these guys are famous though. I mean, well, not like the YouTuber famous, you know?
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
I just say. I understand.
The second time I was almost able to meet him is, I don't know if I told you. No, I didn't. It was my friend was coming from, he lives in Las Vegas. He was coming over here to go to Disneyland with another friend these are the high school friends. But he was like, hey, do you want to go to Disneyland? I got tickets, you know, we're going to go. But then I said, sorry, I have something planned on that day, so I can't go. I go like a couple days afterwards. I'm like in like the Discord of like Ludwig again. And he's like, hey guys, I can't stream today. Oh, no, wait. Oh, I checked later that day on the same day, and I checked the Discord. He's like, hey guys, no stream today. I'm at Disneyland. And I was like,
God keeps trying to put you right there with him. And you,
or maybe he's trying to keep me away from him. You know, that's.
I think it's with him. What the heck? How often are you going to be in this man's like area?
I don't know, but it happened. It happened. What was the other event? No, yeah. I went to the Streamer Awards, which is like just a whole event.
Yeah.
There's no chance I would have. Actually, I saw a couple of big YouTubers, but I never took a picture with them.
No, we got to go to the Streamer Awards. We definitely got to go.
I want to go. Oh, it's actually it's coming soon.
Yeah, we got to roll up to that.
Okay, we'll get it for sure. We'll do a podcast over there
It'll be fire, bro.
on the street of LA.
We got to do it. We got to
Okay.
do it.
We're doing that. Okay, but I'll name drop the guy that I saw, but I didn't take a picture with him. His name is Ranboo. He's like a Minecraft YouTuber. He exclusively like has like a mask on with like sunglasses, so you can't even know who he is. But like I saw him, like that's Ranboo. I didn't say anything though. I was scared.
Dude, you got to meet these people. That's why I can't wait to get G. We have so many plans with Pass the Ox with Common Sense, you know, let you guys into the world of what we're building here. But everything he's saying, there's all these people. He had the chance to meet so many of his favorite YouTubers, you know, and I think that's just such a rare thing to happen. And I know G, the homie G, who's letting us use this house, he has some incredible stories of meeting rappers, meeting artists, of everything up here. He has a bunch of sign stuff here, so he's met so many notable people, and I think that's just amazing, bro. Like, we're in such a crazy time. Like 50 years ago, we couldn't have met any of these famous people who are on TV, and you'd rarely ever have a chance to see like, hey, no live stream, guys, because I'm gonna be at Disneyland. We didn't have that type of access. We didn't know if like Mike Tyson. We would have never met Mike Tyson 50 years ago, you know? But now he's a podcaster. Now he's this.
Yeah.
You never know what space you're going to catch somebody in. So it's just an incredible thing. I had a chance to meet Serge Tertaken of System of a Down a few months ago, and I missed it. Because I had a friend come into town who's the homie Robbie. We're going to get an interview with him for Past Talks. He went to Serge Tertaken's coffee shop. That's the lead singer of System of a Down.
Okay.
And he was there ordering
Wow.
coffee. While my friend was ordering coffee, Serge walked up to him to get his coffee. And I had just got the new mics to try. That's why it's like God's just telling you, like, you missed it. You know, it's not, I think when Satan gets involved in things, there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of that FOMO, that fear of missing out gets realized. FOMO, fear of missing out. But that, whenever Satan's work is at hand, you feel it like so much, like, oh, I missed it. And you're like hurting and in pain. But I think when God's the one who's setting your path, you feel comfy even if you missed it. It's like, oh, it's like it's kind of a good story. You're not bitter. It doesn't overtake you and make you feel like a loser, you know? Like, and there's no such thing as one chance, one opportunity, the Eminem 8 Mile thing. There's nothing like that. That doesn't exist. And it's because you just have to give yourself if we go to the Streamer Awards, bro, I guarantee you we're going to run into streamers. We're going to run into people who you probably look up to. And it's just us walking up and saying hi, bro. Because these guys do what you do. They sit in front of a camera.
Okay.
But they do what you do. You dream to
yes.
do what they do. But that you guys, they started as one of you. They started as us.
We do have to be smart about it though, because again, it's very common for just people to like with cameras just to walk up to them like, hey, you want to be on my body?
Oh, of
Like,
course.
yeah.
No,
So
we don't gotta
like,
be
smart.
rude. We don't gotta be rude. Yeah. I think the way I do it when I run into, I had the chance to meet Ray Khalil in person. Ray Khalil, I've talked about her on other episodes of the podcast. I love Ray Khalil. She's a humble woman. She's a great rapper, Southern California artist, and she hugged me.
Damn,
I
bro,
didn't
okay.
expect a freaking hug from one of my favorite R&B artists. You know, like what? It was such a good time. It was such an amazing chance, you know, and I hope we get that chance for you. You know, like God's gonna keep putting you in front of Ludwig. That's what I'm trying to say. Like He's gonna give you a chance to meet him again.
Maybe,
And I'm
you know?
hoping you just, you know, be bold, bro. You know,
Yeah.
let him know, like, oh, I'm a fan of what you do. I love what you do. I'm a little streamer. Because what if Daffy just like crashes one of your, you know, like he just
I don't know,
taps in
man.
on one of your streams.
I don't want to get my hopes up on that. I don't want to get my hopes up on like him showing up and like giving me like the hand of God, you know. Come
The
here.
hand of God.
You know, but like it's cool to meet him. You know what I mean? It'd be cool to meet
That's
him.
it. And I think that's when you get the most out of everything. During the homie Al's birthday, we got the interview with Past Ox. He had one of the singers of the Altons, one of the lead singers of one of my favorite soul groups right now, the Altons. He was right there. He was just right there chopping it up, and then Els was on the keys, and they started singing the song and harmonizing, and I was just in awe. I was like, I'm all like at a party and it's late, and I'm just like kind of out of it. And this is happening, and I remember thinking, like, is this real life? Like, I was like, what is going on in front of me right now? And those moments happen when you're open to it. You just got to be open to it. And I think that's when God's, like, moving us, you know? Like, when we're open to the experience, God just He showers us with blessings to the point where, like, we can't even believe Ludwig is right there. You feel me? Like, you can't even believe it. But that's why that's from God, bro. Because there's so many YouTubers who'll never meet him. And you've had 2 opportunities.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. We are a faith-based podcast, G. So, yeah, you're gonna hear God and stuff.
Deal with it. I'm just kidding. Accept him. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, bro, you showed me a really dope artist named Sunday one time, bro.
Oh yeah, Sunday.
Dude, how'd you find that? Like, this dude, he surprises me all the time because I'll be like, oh, he probably, you know, I don't know what he does, but there's so much more to you, like, that you do outside of just streaming and directing. How'd you discover that artist? Like, when do you listen to music? What do you do when you're not doing that stuff, bro? Like,
Well, with Sunday, I was just going through because I don't know. I don't have like a centralized place where I listen to music. Like I have Spotify and then YouTube mixes, and then like
YouTube mixes is clutch.
Yeah. So because they had like little stuff in there, so you can experience new songs and stuff like that. So I found Sunday through there. I listened to one of his songs. I was like, well, this is hire. Like, hold on, let me check out his stuff. And I just went through all of his stuff, and I was like, bro, this is awesome.
Because when you sent me that album, bro, I was like in shock. I was like, Adrian, like,
Yeah.
this is what you listen to? And the album was just, that's what I do in my free time. Like, I listen to music, and Sunday was like, I was just in my mind, like, what do they do for pure music? You know, like when you're listening to a lot of stuff, you get lost in it when you're music reviewing or album reviewing. It's easy to get lost in all the sounds, but when you find something special, it's just inherent. It's like it's the same thing as what we were talking about with meeting one of your favorite celebrities or something, or YouTubers. It just happens. It happens while you're living life. It happens while you're just. And so when you sent me that album, it blew me away. Like, it was actually something that took my breath away. And that's what I look for whenever I'm reviewing. I try not to be too stingy with my reviews or too snobby, because it's just about the innate feeling. And when you sent me that album, I just like, it's such a beautiful praise album.
Yeah, it's amazing. I
Oh
loved it.
yeah, it was, and that's why I had to ask you about it, because it's like, when do you take the time to find these cool?
It's usually when I'm no, I'm not streaming. I'm playing games. It's only when I'm playing games, because again, when I'm editing videos, I have to keep everything else off and just listen to the video. And then when I'm streaming, I can't play copyrighted music on it. So it's only when I'm gaming.
Right.
So it's only when I'm gaming, when I'm listening to music, or I'm like in the car maybe. Like I'll put something on. Usually, not usually. I used to put like YouTube videos, something like that. But yeah, that's when I listen to music. I play games, and then I just put something on, and then I just kind of zone. I try to zone out as much as I can, because like, you know, sometimes you just want to zone out. You know, sometimes you just want to, you know, relax and just don't think about anything. Be unproductive for a day, and then that's what I do sometimes. I just feel like, okay, I'm gonna do nothing right now.
Oh, being unproductive. Oh my gosh.
I have a problem with that, bro. I have a problem with feeling unproductive.
It's that feeling though. Like,
yeah.
Oh my god. I love how you brought up like an unproductive day, because that's something I've been struggling with lately. Just I don't like to feel it.
Yeah.
But
You
you
need it.
need to de-stress when you're your own boss and you're like making all this stuff and you spend hours streaming, you spend hours editing, you're doing all the dirty work that the audience doesn't see. Like I can't imagine how jam-packed Ludwig's day would be. You feel me? Like
yeah.
I could not imagine how busy that guy is.
It's crazy because he still even talks about like, oh, I watched anime last night. I was like, bro,
How do you find the time?
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy.
And so I think that unplugging, oh my gosh, that hits me in the heart because like I need more of that, but I also don't need it because nobody's gonna make all this stuff, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But
Like no, we're in the stage where it's like we actually
Yeah.
need a grind. You know,
Yeah.
we need to pump out more episodes. We need to
so
get more and more and more. But
the way I look at it is doing the unproductive day is productive in a sense. It allows you to take a break. So it allows you to recharge. Because we all know if like you work too much, you're gonna burn out. You know what I mean? You're gonna be like, oh man, I've done so much in the past 7 days. I am beat.
yeah,
Boom, I gotta keep going. No, it's more productive to take a break
right.
than to just keep going and going and going, not
Because you
stopping.
come at it 100%.
Mhm.
Like I think that's the big. It's finding that right. Like when that day when you wake up and you're at 100, you can feel it. Like you're
Yeah.
ready to edit. Like, and then I think when the haze of a week of hard work,
Mhm.
you forget that you went hard.
Yeah.
Like you forget about yesterday because you're just on to the next, but you forget how much energy you've expended,
Mhm.
and now it becomes so challenging. We can't call it unproductive days though. We gotta come up with a new name for it.
That's what they are, though. I'm not gonna lie to
Is it?
myself.
Because if you're recuperating, because a recovery day
Yeah.
for anybody who does work out in the gym, your rest day is more important to your workout than you maxing.
Okay, we'll call it a rest day.
A
Or
rest day.
what you said something else right now.
Recuperation.
Recuperating day. You call it that, and then you feel more productive.
Because you gotta recuperate, man.
Yeah.
You have to find time to balance everything, because recuperation makes you smell, not just stop to smell the roses. I think you hear that term. People hate that term because you're stopping. I think the word
Mhm.
stop is like, no, I can't stop.
Yeah.
But changing the mind state to be like, dude, there's so many victories you're overlooking. We can overlook it, bro. Like I feel like with common sense, it's easy to overlook the small audience we have right now. The fact the last episode got 40 views is like, let's go. Like
It's okay.
it's so
my
exciting.
first YouTube video got like 2 views.
Exactly. And I remember the days of like putting out music, bro, and having one person listen to it for 6 months.
Yeah.
One listen. So like stuff like that, those are the dark days to me. Now I put out a song and there's random people listening to it. It's like, oh,
Amen. I'll take that. You know.
I'll take it. And it's a
Yeah.
victory. And we kind of get lost. We forget we're so negative. Human mind state is negative just because we have to like predator, you know, like our natural instinct is to stave off predators. It's to not repeat mistakes. That's what our bodies are hardwired to do to protect us. But I think it gets in the way of the fact that you're doing something great today. You were fulfilled in that moment. Like you lived your purpose for the last 7 days. You were in your purpose completely.
Yeah.
You were fully indebted to you've put your body on the line and your mind on the line to be fulfilled.
Mhm.
You know, and those highs are so momentary, but they're like the best because
Mhm.
they make everything worth it. More than money, more than everything else. It makes it worth it when people are like tapping in, when people are like, oh, common sense, when people like love, they can see you love it, and all of a sudden all this love is just your life gives love.
Yeah.
And that's what we need. Like we need to stay there as creatives and artists. We need to stay at that place where we're just giving love all the time. It's just love that we're spreading. Because if we lose track of it, we're gonna feel worthless, man.
Yeah.
There's too many millionaires who've sadly ended themselves, and a lot of people who've gone the wrong way. And I think it's because they never really got those recuperation days.
Maybe. Yeah.
It maybe, you know,
Yeah.
on top of other things, you know.
But it's also like I'm very like afraid of like becoming the person that doesn't do anything. Like you just work at the 9 to 5 and then just kind of clock out after. It's so tempting to do that, bro. It's so like, cause my job, wake up 5 a.m., go to manual labor for until like 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and then I can go home for like 5 hours and just do nothing, play games. I can do that for the rest of my life right now. I don't wanna do that at all.
Hey man, I'm proud of you.
But it's tempting. You know what I mean? It's like I'm putting all my free time into the YouTube, into this, when I could just, you know, sit back, relax, and not put the money into this mic, not put the money into the laptop. I'm just gonna save it.
Yeah.
Like do nothing. You know, less work for me. You know, but
Yeah.
it's, I know this is for the better. You know what I mean? It's for something that I do love to do, something I enjoy doing. But yeah, that's how it is right now.
And if you're tuned in today, I hope that this is just a reminder to you to go do what's been on your heart, to get that done. I remember thinking yesterday I was at work at my 9 to 5. You know, I'm busting tables right now. Just gotta get that money, man. Gotta get that money, man. Shout out to the Bump Thugs. But I'm at my 9 to 5, and I'm looking into my coworkers' eyes, and some of them look so sad. You know, like they just look like they don't want to be there, and I can relate because I don't want to be there. You know, like my bosses look like they don't want to be there, and it's like we're all there because we need to make this money.
Yeah.
So we're all there for the same reason, but we all like none of us are in our purpose. You know, I have a bad habit of feeling like I'm wasting my time at work, which is not true. It's just, that's not true. You're at work, like
I feel that way too.
yeah, but it's not true. You know, like I think that's what getting older and understanding responsibilities. It's like, bro, you're getting the bread, bro. Like you're not wasting your time.
I think for me, I felt like that until I got an editor. Because the reason why is because before I got an editor, all I wanted to do was just edit videos and just to record, stream. That's all I wanted to do. It's anything I wanted to do. But then, you know, I have to make money. I have to do something. But like while I was at work, I didn't like feeling like I could have been streaming. I could have been doing YouTube because I know it can make a lot of money. It could have potential returns that are much greater than the temporary brokenness that I have now. But knowing that I have to, because I have car insurance, I have, you know, stuff that I have to pay, so I have to work. So then, but I was thinking, okay, let's get this editor. Now working allows me to have that editor.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I know that he's doing stuff while I'm not able to do stuff.
Right.
So that's how I look at it now. And yeah.
Yeah, and I think hiring a team is so important. That's shout out to this guy, man. Having a team is so important. Shout out to my coworkers at my job too. Like a lot of them are great at what they do. They're actually hard workers, backbreaking job. Like they go in and they do what they need to do. I have great bosses. I've never been more satisfied at a job, actually. This is actually one of the best jobs I've had because the team's good. But like that feeling of wasting your time at work, you have to fight that off in your free time. When you're not clocked in, you have to do it, whether it's watching your favorite anime. I'm currently watching the show The Bear. Have you ever seen The Bear on Hulu?
Never seen that.
I recommend it 1,000%.
Is it anime?
It is a lot. No, it's not anime, but it's about a guy who's an obsessive cook, super obsessive, but he's like a world class chef, and he's going through family issues. He ends up inheriting a bar from one of his not a bar, but a whole restaurant from one of his elders who passed away.
Wow.
And so it's all stemmed from there, and it's so good.
Wow.
They have Jamie Lee Curtis as his mom. They have such a great cast, dude. Who do you know who played Better Call Saul? Do you remember the name of the actor?
I
don't
know
remember his name, but he Bob Oden. Shout out to G. Bob Odenkirk makes an appearance in it. John Cena makes a cameo in it. It's such a good show. I can't advocate for it more. And that guy it's crazy to see how he takes living in his purpose. Like how the obsessiveness he has towards just making food is so inspiring to me.
Yeah.
Cause like he dies for it. Like he like stays up all night. Like he sacrifices his sleep for it, you know? And I think that's such a key to when we're clocked out. It's like, are you satisfied with your time off? Like, I don't know how many people were satisfied with the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, bro. I feel like it's such a dissatisfying end. And it makes people feel like they wasted their time. Like, why do we all come together to look at this? And I feel like you need to eliminate that as much as possible. You know, like, I think it could be just as fulfilling to go home to your kids, spend some time with your kids, listen to them be weird for a little bit. And that could be one of the greatest things that you need to recuperate, to feel better, you know? And I feel like people just need to tap into that more. Whatever's going to gonna get you from that place where you feel like you're clocked in at work. Like imagine being on your day off but still feeling like bored.
Yeah.
I would hate that life. I try to never be bored myself, but I just want to encourage people to do the same thing. Like if you have a day off, embrace that. Go outside, touch some grass. You know, maybe hit up Ludwig.
That's crazy.
Try to be like, hey, you at Disneyland today? You know, just go get it. Do something to break the monotony, to break the normal schedule. Go spend a little extra $5 on that expensive restaurant. G knows some bomb ramen places, and so he took me out to a ramen place in Monterey Park one time. Actually, I think I recommended that one, right? That was me.
Yeah, hit him up. His number is. I'm gonna blur it.
But stuff like that, you gotta go to that restaurant you love. You gotta chop it up. You know, do different things. You gotta have a date night. You gotta change it up. You gotta go to birthdays when you have the shot. You know, you gotta do these things. You know.
Hey guys, it's me, Adrian. So the audio recording kind of cut out like right here. So we're gonna end out the recording. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and join the Patreon if you haven't already. Please, thank you. Bye bye.
Love to the homie out there or one Patreon subscriber. We love you. We have some content coming for you.
Shout out all the
Yeah.
homies
No longer
in
be
DP, you know
starving.
what's up.
That's the episode.